How's it going, everyone? KayneHunterTaker here, and welcome back to an episode of Games Bedtime. It's been a while since I've recorded one, and I'm changing up the format a little bit. I know it was fun doing it on my bed because it's like, oh, I'm getting ready for bed, it's bedtime, but yeah, because I'm recording for so long, it gets really uncomfortable. You know, my back starts to hurt, and then, you know, my legs crossed gets very uncomfortable, so I decided I'll sit down on my chair. I'm trying to treat it like it's bedtime. I got my my groggy blankie. It's actually really comfy. It's getting cold now, and yeah, I did have a blanket, and I thought I really like this one. I want this one, so I got my blankie, and I'm pretty much telling a bedtime story, if that makes any sense. So I still want to keep doing them. I'm just going to be now sitting down on a comfy chair, and boy, there's been a lot of stuff going on with me this past month or even longer. The reason it's taken me so long, my tonsils flared up again. I finally got a handle on my tonsils being an issue before, or my throat. I finally figured out it was because I was a bit dehydrated. I wasn't drinking a lot of water. And then they were burning stuff for the past week, like when it happened, and my tonsils flared up, and it was just very, really croaky by the end of it. And yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now, and I've got a lot of stuff to catch us up all on, and yeah, let's get to it. And I keep looking at my... Really cool, I got this for my birthday a few years... I think a couple of years ago. Ooh, I'm like rated. I think this is another thing I wanted to do, because I'm over there, but I haven't really got some... I really want like some mood lighting. I see that you can have like space. It's like a galaxy in your room. I think a water one would be really cool. Years before this, I actually had like a little jellyfish light thing. It was just balls with like colour in the middle, and they would float around, and they were really cool, especially when I was editing. It was really, you know, really soothing. But I thought, while I'm here, I'll bring this down. I was hoping it'd bring a bit more light, but it didn't, unfortunately. But still working on it. Alright, I thought I'll start with this one first, and then I'll just follow on because I got it all in order, like TV, game stuff. But this is a game, I'll start this off first because, yeah, you're not going to believe all the shit that's happened to me with this game. I got Resident Evil Village, and I'm having such a good time with this game. I'm about maybe 5 hours in. I'm up to the part with the little doll going into her house. I'm up to that part. But the first session I recorded of that, it was going really well. You know, I was having a lot of fun. That was the night I started to feel the tickle in my throat, and my tonsils flared up, so I couldn't record for like 2 weeks. And you know how much of a Resident Evil fan I am. To not play or record it for 2 weeks, I know I can just play the game, but I want to record it. Yeah, it's killing me trying to stay away from spoilers, and it already took me a week after its release to arrive because I ordered it online. But right, I thought 2 weeks later, feeling better, let's jump in for another session. Well, the mic that I've had for 7 years. Before the session, I'd done a recording a night or so before that. I accidentally knocked my microphone off my desk. I did a long recording, and rather than sort of clear up, I just went straight to bed. Well, when I woke up, I accidentally kicked it off my desk, and it was working, but for some reason during the second session of Resident Evil Village, my voice audio was really low. It wasn't messy, it was just very low. Then all of a sudden, it just shot right up. So it's like crackling and spiking and all that stuff. And I thought, what the hell? Me dropping it couldn't have done that much damage, so I thought I'll take it apart. I mean, the warranty's gone, it's 7 years old. I got it in 2014. And a screw fell out of the motherboard. And I'm trying to screw it back in, and it won't go in. And it just... I put it back together, and yeah, it just wasn't working out for me. And I thought, ugh, 7 years I've had that, and now gone. So, I now have a Yeti Nano, which is nice for me. It's a lot smaller, and I got myself a boom mic, desk mic now, so I'm not using it on a table. I can actually adjust it and stuff, and you know, really awesome. Nice new mic, get it all nicely set up. And I got that for, I think I got it for 110. It was a clearance sale from Officeworks, and I thought, alright, done. And they normally go for like 160, I think. So awesome deal. Back in the groove, recording again, and I did a third session of Resident Evil 8. Nothing went wrong that time, and I was really happy with the voice quality. It sounds really different from what I'm used to hearing now, but I noticed that it sort of has built-in kind of compression. I noticed that my voice audio is very in sync. It doesn't like go, oh, low, 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 high, low, 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 high. It's all sort of the same, and I'm glad I accidentally broke my microphone because it's really good. I'm really happy, and I got like I said, I got a proper sort of a stand, but it hooks to my desk so I can pull it closer to my mouth now, so I can turn the gain down, which is, going up from here. Really awesome. So yeah, that was a bit of a rough start to my playthrough of Resident Evil Village, but we're all good now. With that game, it's like, it's a curse. So I'll start off with this. Pokemon Go. I've done a lot of Pokemon Go, done a lot of tasks, a lot of research tasks and all that stuff, and I've caught a lot of cool Pokemon. I'll go through it, and just booting it up. Tell you what, I'll screen record so I can have it on the video. Because yeah, holy shit. Okie dokie, I've got a lot more shiny Pokemon. I cannot believe the amount of shinies that have been popping up in the wild and all that stuff, so I'll go through the ones that I can remember. I've got a shiny Rattata now, really cool green one. A shiny Nidoran, like male Nidoran. A shiny Eevee, which was really cool. A shiny Swablu, which I evolved into Altaria. There was a event, it was during work. I was on my break and I booted it up while I was just having my lunch break, and I saw the Swablu event, and I'm like, oh cool, I can finally get 400 candies and evolve it. The first one I touched was a shiny. I was like, oh, so that was cool. I think I can't remember if this was beforehand. A shiny Rayquaza. I don't think I talked about that yet from the last episode, I believe. Hang on, I can find out. Yeah, I already talked about that, but don't worry, that's not it, because I got some just cool normal Pokemon as well. Alright, managed to catch 2 of the Xerneas legendary Pokemon, also one of the, I can't pronounce them, the Veltal. It's like the deer and the like the bird legendary Pokemon. I can't remember, I think it was Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, I think they were for. But yeah, managed to win a couple of raids and caught them. I did have a bit of a rant, I think, on one of these ones, because I tried to win, and then it's like every time it bloody breaks out of its Pokeball, and these were the ones I was really excited to get. I'm so happy. Hang on. Where are you? I now have Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. That was just the recent ones I managed to get. I had such good memories of Pokemon Sapphire when I got that for my birthday in 2003. Trying to locate the Regis, because at the time I didn't have internet. I didn't even have a computer. My life was just going to school, playing video games on my console, and that was it. I didn't have a computer or internet. And when I heard about the Regis and I was trying to figure out how to get them, and the mate at school was trying to help me and I was still struggling, managed to find a magazine at a shop. It was a Nintendo magazine, if I remember, and it had a guide on how to get them, and I spent days reading that guide, trying to follow it. There's a guide, playing the game, and managing to capture them all with Pokeballs. I thought, I want to catch them with Pokeballs, give myself a challenge. And yeah, when I'd seen them popping up in the raids, I thought, gotta get them, and now I have them. Really awesome, very happy. So I've got all the basically the 3 legendaries for each, for my favourite gen of Pokemon anyway, from like Pokemon to Sapphire and Ruby. I got the birds, Zapdos, Moltres and Articuno, the dogs, the legendary dogs from Silver and all that. Now I got the Regis, so I'm set. I'm not too fussed about the other gens, but now I'm basically on the hunt for Lugia and Ho-Oh, Groudon, and I've forgotten the one. Sapphire, Kyogre, so I got to get them. Latios and Latias, I think is their names. So I'm just on the hunt for them now, and I'm almost close to finishing my Johto Pokédex. I just got a few more Pokemon to go. So yeah, it's been really fun. I'm still sticking with Pokemon. I haven't had a day where I've not got it booted open. I've go after work. I'll go to Pokestop, spin. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I'm waiting for a good event so I can really, waste some Pokeballs. I mean, I actually had to discard so many Pokeballs because I'm running out of room all the time. But 95 Pokeballs, 148 Great Balls, 157 Ultra Balls, and 8 lure modules. These are all from challenges. I haven't bought them. Like Glacier modules, rainy lure modules and all that stuff. Got 91 rare candies because I got all my favourite Pokemon. I'm not using the rare candies to evolve. And 7 incense. So I'm hoping there's going to be an event where you can catch sort of like Gen 2 Pokemon, because I'll be definitely, getting in on that. And, just plotting along with the game. Just keeping an eye out for raids and all that stuff. Cannot wait to hopefully see some Kyogre, Groudon, I can't remember that name, and Lugia and all that, because I really want to get them. So, yeah, that's Pokemon Go. I was just so stoked at the amount of shinies I've caught. I also forgot, I didn't tag it for some reason. I was pissed. I caught so many Merrills during that event, not one shiny. Luke got 4, so he traded me one, and I'm going to get another. So we both have the evolutions, and just going to trade, hopefully get something to trade with him. Alright, watched a bit of television while I was sort of healing up and all that stuff. Watched a bit of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, started season 2. Really good. Season 2's really picked up. The first couple of episodes was the crew basically hunting Bane down, and he stole this hologram to tell him where all the gifted younglings are. So it's like, we've got to get them for the dark side before the Jedi do. And so they managed to stop him. And there was one moment where a stormtrooper shot him, and I'm like, no, that's Bane. And yeah, it was Bane. He took clone. Did I say stormtrooper? Fucking hell. Clone trooper's armor, and he shot the clone trooper dressed in his outfit, and he gets away. And then there was what happened after that? Padme. It's like a close friend of hers she used to date. He's a senator now. I can't actually remember. But apparently he's doing dodgy deals behind the scenes. He's apparently involved in building a droid factory, which is on a planet where they were in episode 2. So she's got to try and get it out of him. And Anakin's not too pleased that she's hanging with this supposed previous relationship. And she ends up getting poisoned, but manages to save her. And then the next couple of episodes was really good. It was basically everyone trying to stop the droid factory. Ahsoka and I forgot the Jedi's name. She wears the headpiece on, like the black outfit. She's her Padawan helps along Ahsoka to try and infiltrate him. They almost die, which I was like, oh no, because I'm always scared with Padawans, because if you're not Ahsoka and you're a Padawan, you're like 50-50 you're going to die, because that season 1 with the episode with General Grievous, they infiltrate, and that Padawan's like, I can do this, you got to believe in me, I can do it, and ends up being killed, and I'm like, oh, no one is safe. So yeah, just chipping away at that, and just, such a good show. I want to finish it before I start the, what's that new one, The Bad Batch, I think it's called. I want to watch the Clone Wars before starting that one. Finished season 2 of Sopranos. This really started to get heated. So just from starting from the episode, he almost gets locked away, and so his lawyer recommends him just to sort of stay low for a bit, and he ends up going crazy because it's not what he wants to do. He ends up getting a rash, and then he finds out. So I'm talking, but it's like the whole episodes that I've watched. So it's like, so this episode Tony's stressing out, but then it's the next episode, just to clarify that. But then Tony finds out Richie is selling crack on his street, and he doesn't like that, so he tells him to stop. So then that, Richie's like, we gotta take Tony out, this is bullshit, all that stuff. And him and Janice are getting married, and they're moving together. But this is when shit really hits the fan. Hang on, just before I forget, Junior was struggling because he's under home arrest, and an old friend helps him. Then Tony's girlfriend, like his fling, ends up trying to kill herself because he wants nothing to do with her anymore. Junior's picked Tony's side, even though Richie thinks he's on his side. Right, now this is where it gets good. So, I didn't really notice anything wrong. Is her name Janice? Yes. So, Tony's sister, her and Richie were dating years before, now they're back together, and now they're getting married, got a house and everything, and I never really noticed anything was wrong with the relationship. I know Richie was getting pissed because Tony's sort of screwing him over, and he's telling Janice, he can't be doing this to me, all that stuff, and she hates him as well. Well, not really, more like Tony hates her because of the mother and all that stuff, living with her and all that stuff, and so they're bickering one night, and then all of a sudden, because Janice gets in Richie's face, he decks her in the face, and I'm like, whoa, that was nice. So then, I shouldn't have laughed, but I fucking did. I feel so horrible about it. So she's like, and he's like, you're gonna cry? So then, I'm like, wow. So I thought she was gonna, reposition. I thought she was gonna leave and tell Tony. No, she pulls a gun on him. And Richie's like, what are you doing? Bang, bang, bang. Dead. And I'm like, ooh, what did you do? So, Janice is freaking out. Oh, I killed him. Rings Tony, and he's like, well, now I don't have to kill him. That kind of thing. So, yeah, trying to clear him up and everything, and everyone's like shocked. Chris and, what's his name? The dude with the ponytail, he's like, whoa, you actually killed him. Holy shit. This is a guy that was, punching money and beating up people that owed him money and all that stuff, and here he is shitting bricks because Janice killed Richie, and so they dispose of him, and Tony's all good now because he's like, well, the pain in my side's gone, thank Christ for that. And then we're on to the final episode. It happened in a really weird way, because I thought, really, that's how it's going to be revealed? But then I realised that Tony sort of really knew the whole time, and he just didn't want it to be true. He finds out Uncle P has been squealing to the FBI, and it mainly confirmed because it was a dream. He had food poisoning and he was hallucinating, and Uncle P was a fish talking to him, and this sounds really weird, but it's true. It's what happened. So the fish, Uncle P has fish form son Tony, I've been talking to the FBI, right? And Tony's like, yeah. And then, so he wakes up, and now it's like, is it true? I have to know. I have to find evidence. So he goes to Uncle P's home, he pretends he's throwing up, so he's in the bathroom puking, where he's actually looking for any evidence that he is squealing to the FBI. He almost doesn't find anything, but then he checks his cigar box, and underneath the wood finds the recorder and everything, and that's it. Uncle P, you've been exposed. So then Tony's like, oh, we have a boat that, there's this boat on sale, we gotta, take it out for a spin, so come on, let's go. So the whole crew's with them. I keep forgetting their names. You got Frankie, and I forget the other guy's name. So it's basically, the boys, the four boys, like Chris isn't included, it's the four of them, they're best friends since high school and all that stuff. And I actually just realised that Uncle P isn't like a brother, he's just a best friend, treated like a brother. And sorry, a bit phlegmy. So they're on the boat. They take him down into I forget what the area you call it. So the room under the boat, and Uncle P's like, "Oh, this is great, us the boys, that stuff." And they're all looking at him, and Tony's like, "Uncle P, how long? What? How long have you been spilling to the feds?" And then it all comes out, and there was no choice, Tony. I had no choice. You always got a choice. Why couldn't you come to me? We're practically brothers. Why did you do this to me? This is the ultimate form of betrayal. And then I'm going to call him Tony Montana, because he always does that. I don't know if it was in Scarface. I've never actually seen the movie. I really want to, but there's a movie where Al Pacino's character, he's like, when I think I'm out, they boom me back in. So the guy always does that. He always, as like a gag, it's his stick. He always acts like Tony or Al Pacino. And I think it was from Godfather. See, I watched them recently, like last year, and I can't even remember. But so basically, that guy, I can't actually remember. Paulie. No, Paulie's the other guy. That's right. But anyway, you know who I'm talking about. So Al Pacino guy, he's freaking out. He can't believe this guy, like, this best friend of his has betrayed them. He's throwing up and all that stuff because he knows what needs to be done and he can't believe he's doing it to his best friend. So then it comes to the moment, they're having their final words, they have a shot, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe they'll work it out. Because Uncle P was claiming that he was feeding them bullshit, which wasn't actually true. He wanted to be with them in the end. I don't know what he thought maybe he'd get off scot-free if he did. But yeah, he was in a bit of a pickle after that. And then the moment happens. There was this moment where Tony was like, is that story even true? He kept talking about this woman he kept going down on. And I was like, maybe it's because I'm waiting too long to watch the episodes. I kind of missed that bit. But then, yeah, he stands up and he's like, oh, can I sit down maybe? Tony, are we still... And then bang, 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 dead. Uncle P is dead, and I don't know why I was hoping he wouldn't. It was going to happen because it was like a previous character before. He squealed and they took him out, so it was only a matter of time. And yeah, Tony's feeling very shit about it. He goes to his psychiatrist and he's like, oh, poor me. He's treating her like a joke, but he's not telling her the real reason why he's upset, because he's practically killed his brother. This guy he's known for so long, since his childhood. And it's like he couldn't even come to him when he was in trouble. He went to the feds. And that's season 2 of Sopranos. I'm going to have a break before I start season 3 because I've got so many shows, other shows to catch up on. And yeah, that's it for Sopranos season 2. I almost forgot. This was recorded in 1999 to 2000 because there was an episode, I forget which one, where Chris was like, yo, we got this big haul, we're going to steal this truck full of goodies. And it's like, what's the goodies? Pokemon cards. And it's like, that is definitely 99 2000 when Pokemon was just, it was like worth more than gold. It was just the craze. I was like, oh yeah. I actually got another episode of X-Files in just one episode. I actually watched it with dinner today. This episode, it was about I forgot the term. Those like healers, those. It's like, oh, the God has given me the gift and I can heal you. Apparently this kid healed this burn victim and he died and he come back. So now it's like, oh, he's got the healing hands. And so now he's healing people, but apparently there's some people that have been dying. So it's, you killed them, you touched them, now they're dead. And then it turns out it was all a setup from the burn victim because he's like, oh, you brought me back. What kind of life is this? I'm burned. Because he was like the partner of the dad who's the reverend, my son, the healer. He was like, the burn victim was with him, but then it's like he had this vendetta against him. How could you do this to me? So then the healer ends up being arrested and he gets killed in jail. He's set up by the police to take him out because they think it's all bullshit and he's the reason that these people are dead, but it actually wasn't. It was because of the burn victim dude. And yeah, quite a trippy episode because I don't know if this guy was a healer or he was bullshit, because apparently at the end he woke up from the morgue and he left and the nurse freaked out, and then the sheriff who was trying to lock him away, it turns out he was involved with the beating up of the guy and he ended up dying, which he's not dead. It was just one of them kind of episodes. And then Mulder was convinced that because the healer was like, I know your pain, a son, no, not a son, a brother, a sister. And Mulder was like, what do you know? Then he kept seeing his sister because he's got belief in him. But yeah, it was I felt like the episode was really quick. It was like point A to point B, point A to point B, because all of a sudden it ended and I'm like, so what? So was the guy a healer? Did he come back from the dead? It was, yeah, like the burn victim. Did he actually come back, or was it just because the kid touched him? Like this dad persuaded him to, you got the healing hands, son. Go over to this dead body and touch him. I mean, the guy could have just come back to life out of nowhere. It does happen. Some people do die for a matter of time and they come back. So, yeah, one of those episodes where I wasn't really sure. Alright, Bloody Knuckle Society episode 3 is finished and uploaded. Yeah, it took a long time getting this episode edited. I don't know why it took me a while. I think I was having a bit of a it was like I was having one thing and then I changed it because I was trying to make it work out a little bit better. I think it was... What was it? I think before it was just going to be... So, Liam Midas is fighting David, who thinks they're a joke, like the crew, they don't belong here because Slither took the piss out of him in a match, and so Midas has this... He's informed he has a match and he thinks it's David, and what I was doing, I was like, I have to make it look like he thinks it's David, when in reality it's not, because I kind of put it in a teaser in episode 2 where Maddox's like, I want a match, I want a match before I fight Rupert, and then Edward like has an evil smile, kind of thing, but then episode 3 it's like, oh, Midas is excited for his match, and then David comes in, treats him like shit, you don't belong here, so Midas thinks, oh, so you're my opponent, thank God, I gotta, score a settle with you for kicking my friend in the head. And so then the whole episode is, whenever Midas shows up, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kick this guy's ass, he thinks he's gonna do karate on me, nuh-uh. Then in the ring, Maddox music hits, so I kept going back with that, trying my best to make it sort of, oh, maybe it's not Maddox, but then, oh, yes it is. So, yeah, I was really happy with that episode, and it looks weird because with each episode, major title changes are happening. In episode 2, Kayne, KayneHunterTaker lost the world title. In the previous, no one lost the title. In episode 3, Morgan loses her Amazon Championship. And the reason I'm doing it is because for so long for EWS with these characters, they've held the championships for those years, and I thought it's time to sort of, a fresh slate. It's time for someone else to hold the championships, and that's why with Bloody Knuckle Society, I've kind of changed the story a bit. Morgan's held the Amazon title for a long time. Now she's going to be defeated for it, so I've kind of made them look strong. But now they've finally been defeated because the Dog Soldiers were undefeated for their tag team, or the faction titles I call it now. And then in EWS's final episode, they lost the titles to the Dog Soldiers. Did I say Dog Soldier champ? No, Punishment, sorry. So Punishment lost to Dog Soldiers, and so I've kept that story going with Bloody Knuckle Society. They've just won after beating Punishment after they've held it for so long. So yeah, it feels like I'm making major changes so quick, but it's because I want to start making everyone else champion, because Snake, who used to be Liquid Snake, he's held the TV title, or his title, since 2017, I think. So yeah, that's why I'm sort of trying to make the new people coming in to be champion. And yeah, episode 4, I've got some ideas already, but I haven't started writing up because, as always, I like to take a break, let my mind clear a bit, and then start script writing. But I do have ideas all ready to go, and yeah, it's only a matter of time till I start, making the next episode. Alrighty, recordings. I finished Star Wars Dark Forces. I did have to resort in cheating right at the end of it because that game is so bullshittingly frustrating. I was really doing well, and then there was one part where I just... what did I struggle on? I can't even remember now. I got it noted. The game-breaking bug. So there was one mission where we had to infiltrate a starship. I can't recall, but basically it's like a donut. You got to run around, do this section, and there's this section, and this section, and then what you have to do is change the runway to go to the ship that you're going to infiltrate. And so I was pressing the button and I couldn't remember if I did press it, so I pressed it again, and I was like, okay, cool, so let's go back. Couldn't remember which doors need to go, so then I thought, alright, I'll just walk through it, what am I missing here? So I was told you got to go to this door, so I was like, okay, cool, found the door. It wasn't open, so I thought, oh, okay, maybe I pushed the switch wrong. So I went back, pushed the switch, ran all the way back, the door's still closed. And I was looking at the video, the door was open, and I'm at the door, I'm at the right area, I'm like, why isn't it opening? What's going on? Then I found out, apparently, there is a glitch in that level that if you press the button more than once, the game tells itself to shut the door. And then that's it. It won't open again. And I was like, okay, fuck you, game. That is bullshit. And I was so pissed that I just ended the recording. I thought, fuck that, I'm done. After I called off for about 20 minutes, I redid the levels quick. But, jeez, that really put me in a mood that I couldn't... I mean, I haven't had such a game-breaking bug in such the longest time that it pissed me off so much. Because this game, you can't auto-save. You got to play that level with 3 lives, and if you don't do it, you got to do it all over again. The game's quick, don't get me wrong, but when it's things like that, it really ruins the night for you. And yeah, I ended up finishing the level, and I thought I'd end it there and then pick up the next session because it was the last couple of missions. So I thought I won't do it when I'm pissed. I'll do it when I'm sort of, you know, refreshed. So the final session, going through the level, I ended up getting my ass kicked the first time, and I thought that's okay. I'm feeling good. Let's try again, because at the beginning these robot hands kept whacking me, and I lost so many lives from it. But then I got to the end, and I was like, oh, I'm struggling. I'm not doing too well. Because they got the Dark Troopers, they're really hard to kill. Managed to do it and took them all out. I can't remember, I had very low health. If I fought another trooper, I'd be dead. Barely any ammo, and I thought, nah, I'm here, I'm finishing this, I can do it. And I had like 1 continue left, or maybe had 2, can't recall. Get to the end, I forgot about the big bad dude that was on our trail hunting us down. He was in the cutscenes. He had his own Super Trooper armor on, and he just started wailing on me. Bang, bang, and I'm running, and I'm like, what the fuck, bullshit? Oh, this isn't fair, what the fuck? And I said, no, not doing that, no. God mode. I found a little hidey hole, paused it, found God mode, give myself ammo, killed him, finished the game. I'll accept I'm a baby. I'm a little wimp. I had to use cheats. But I had so much bullshit with this game near the end, with that game-breaking bug, then being killed off so early in that level, and then going through such an onslaught of bullshit before that final battle. I was not taking that laying down. No, I was not going to just lay down and have that guy stump a mod hole in me. I'm finishing the game and ending the playthrough. And then I later sort of discovered that the idea of this game is to play the levels and build up continues and then do it. So I thought, alright, I'll replay the first level, farm lives. No, once you replay the level, you got to keep going. And I thought, I will brand Big Weenie had to use cheats for Star Wars Dark Forces. I'll accept that I did. But I was just not prepared to replay that level after a frustrating night getting there. So, Star Wars Dark Forces is incomplete. Apart from all that bullshit, it was a really fun game to play because I've always loved Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Academy, so I wanted to start from the beginning of the series. I can't wait to do Dark Forces 2, and I think there's another game before Jedi Knight 2 Academy. I'm not too sure, can't remember, but yeah, it was a fun little experience, a fun game to go back and play because I'd never played it. Actually, I have played it before. It was on PS1. My uncle had it. I was actually trying to do the playthrough on that one. Jeez, that would have been an interesting one because I couldn't record it for some reason on my recording software, and that game's frame rate is so bad. But yeah, Star Wars Dark Forces is complete. There's another Star Wars game I want to play first, Rebel Assault 2. I've actually completed that, but it's been so long. Really good game. I'm going to play that one next. Tell you what, I'll stick with games. I picked up Final Fantasy VII Remake again. Now that I got my storage for my PS4, I've just installed all these games again and basically going back and playing and completing them, like getting all trophies and stuff, because it's a fun little pastime. I used to do that religiously years ago, trophy hunting, and I sort of stopped because I got bullshit, like the one in, I think, WWE 13, we had to win like 1,000 online matches, which was bullshit. And so I thought I'll jump into Final Fantasy VII Remake. No thanks. I thought I'd do the hard difficulty because there's a trophy for that. I'll go through it and do the hard, the hardest difficulty, and I don't like the fact I can't use items. No, that's That's not fun for me. I want to play the game with all my gear that I can use without being locked away from something. I shouldn't have to be locked away from using items. I shouldn't have to rely on finding boxes for MP, for health. It's just, I did the first couple of minutes of it, or the first 10 minutes, when I found the first sort of machine gunner, you know, that big robot with the, you know, like the beak and the hand, like the machine guns. I was destroyed in like 10 seconds from it. Now, the checkpoint's good, you can redo it, but that's not fun for me. That's just not fun. So I scrapped it again. I can't believe I cannot get into Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's just, I was really looking forward to replaying it, but when I found out you couldn't use items, I was like, nah, no thanks, not for me. Now I think about it, I haven't done a lot of recordings, unfortunately, because I got sick and then my mic issues, and yeah, I haven't done many, but I've been playing a few games. I've played a lot of, well, not a lot, but a bit of Ghost Recon. I forgot to grab that. I forgot to put it in my notes. I played a bit more of Ghost Recon into the Badlands. That's really fun. I'm actually really having a good time with that now that I've got the idea of the game. And I actually had this in my hand and I started drifting off. I picked up Minecraft Dungeons. I had my eye on this for a while, but I thought, nah, I won't pick it up yet. I'll wait. And yeah, I picked it up yesterday, and I'm really enjoying it. I love Minecraft. It's probably in my top 10 games of all time. Minecraft is just the best game, you know, to waste your time on, and I love Diablo. Perfect combination. I just done the first mission, Creeper Forest, and it's basic, simple. It's what I like, and it's really colourful and charming. So yeah, just started that. Not recording it. I'm playing this in my own time, but yeah, really fun. This game I am going to record. I haven't played it yet, unfortunately. Once I beat Resident Evil Village, and I actually want to beat Golf Story first, because that is a playthrough that's been really hanging on. So once I do Village, I'm going to just do a big, you know, spend the whole week just playing Golf Story, because it's a fun game, but it's like I always put it to the side because it's so easy to get back into, but I really want to finish it and, you know, finally get to the end. But I picked up Pokemon Snap 2. I'm really looking forward to recording this. Cannot wait. Absolutely love the first game, and such good timing. I think last year or 2019 when I did the first game, did a run on there. It was so good to play again, and then they announced a new game coming out, so cannot wait. Alrighty, last for the games, I think. I'll have to look on my notes again. Another for the Switch. Old World Collection. Physical copy. You got New and Tasty, Munch's Odyssey. Great game. See, I never really played it. I played a little bit, but watching Luke play it was really fun. And even this one, Stranger's Wrath. That is a good game. I recommend that one. Luke played it, but I watched him play it, and it was really fun. But yeah, I haven't played New and Tasty yet. I had it for PS4 because it was PS Plus, and I don't have PS Plus. I can't play it, but I got it for Switch. I thought that'd be really cool to. I think it was only for the Switch, actually. Yeah, for Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I've got the new what was it, Bone Storm? Got that ordered as well. Cannot wait to pick that up. And yeah, so building up my Switch collection. I am so close to finishing. I haven't got that much to go. Read a lot of Jurassic Park. I got my teeth done, and while I was waiting for Luke, I brought the book with me to read in the car, and yeah, I got through a big chunk of it. Shit is going down now. I completely forgot that Henry Wu dies in the book, so when he got picked off, I was like, oh, that's right, yeah. Apparently, Ellie, if I can remember, Ellie was trying to distract the rappers. Rapping raptors, Jesus Christ, there's a group for you. They're trying to break into their safe area they're in, so she's trying to distract them, and then Wu's like, get back in, you idiot, they're coming for you, and then he gets yanked out the door, and he gets his guts ripped open. I'm like, oh, holy shit. And then it's the cafeteria with the kids, you know, Tim and Lex are trying to, you know, get away from the raptors in the cafeteria, and something else happens, I can't remember. Hang on. Oh, that's bit. So I know Alan's trying to help them, and they get a key card, if I recall, to open the doors, and I think that's about it. They're on the run now. It's like they're really, you know, they got a haul ass because the raptors are on their tail, and yeah, I'm almost finished, almost about to wrap up, which, you know, been a really good read. Taken me a while, but getting there. Alrighty, while I've been sick, I've been doing a lot of painting. I just finished painting my custom jade figure. I'm very happy with how she turned out, and I even did a little staff for her as well to, you know, hold on to. And I've actually done a vlog for this, for her. I've painted and just basically showing off in detail, because you can't really see that well with, you know, this lighting, but very happy with how she turned out. I really, you know, pushed myself to really, you know, sort of got a little bit crazy, you know, painting her pants into like just her legs instead of just pants. And yeah, the eyes were really difficult, but I managed to get them green. And that's not it, I got another one. I painted Lara Croft. I picked up a Tomb Raider Underworld Lara Croft, and she just did not look that great. She had like sleepy eyes, she had droopy eyes, so I repainted her top and her eyes, and yeah, she looks awesome. I think I've done a vlog. No, I did an unboxing, but I've taken pictures. Actually, I'll put pictures over, yeah, so that's what I'll do. So yeah, done a couple of painted figures this time, and yeah, really getting the handle of it. Alright everyone, to end this episode off, I thought I'd save this for last, because I've always wanted something like this for the longest time. It's the one thing I've always wanted to have in my collection. I've just done an unboxing for it, and it's just so awesome to finally have and possibly use for future episodes of my Double Trouble adventures. I now have a replica model of the Samurai Edge from Resident Evil. It's 3D printed, custom made from 33D, I can't remember the Etsy store, but yeah, really awesome work they did. It, you know, I couldn't have asked for anything better. It was, you know, can't get airsoft guns in Australia, unfortunately, which I know there's Resident Evil weapons with that, you know, those versions of the gun, and I could never get it, and this is the closest I'll ever get, and I'm very happy. It's really good, fits in my hand nicely, very awesome, very happy to have. And that's not it, because oh shit, I should have put it together. Now I keep getting the name wrong. I think it's called the Albert from Resident Evil 7. Yeah, you can actually take that off. It's just, think of the Samurai Edge. You can take it all apart, so I thought I'll get that too, because I was going to get the Cold Python, but he didn't have any for sale for Australia, so I thought, why not? There's my Magnum, so really, really cool. And it's got a light. So, very happy to finally have my favourite weapons out of my favourite video game series, the Samurai Edges. Bang bang. Alright everyone, and I think that's it for this episode of Kayne's Bedtime. I enjoyed that so much more, sitting in my chair with my blankie, and yeah, I'm going to do it like this from now on. I thought I'll give it a go, see how I am, and I feel so much better doing it this way rather than sitting on my bed. And yeah, hopefully won't be a long time before the next episode now that I'm feeling better. And I'll tell you what, I've been talking for how long, and my tonsils are fine. Yeah, I was a bit nervous lately, like for the few episodes where my throat was swollen, but yeah, it was because I was dehydrated. I hadn't been drinking a lot of water, which I've been drinking a shit ton of water, and I'm pretty good. So hopefully the next episode I'll have a lot more recordings. I'm going to upload this when I finish Village, because I don't want any spoilers, and I know there's going to be people out there that will spoil it. And hopefully I will have some more figures painted as well, because I've already got the next one planned. I won't spoil it, I'll save it for then. But yeah, until then, thanks all for watching, and yous all have a good night.